As Blues prepare for their second East Midlands away day in a week, Gary Rowett felt it was only fine margins that prevented his side from picking up all 3 points at Nottingham Forest on Tuesday night.
I think often the difference between winning these games and drawing them are just that little bit of extra quality to get you that goal, or sticking a set piece away. And I think you had good examples of both. Michael Morrison gets a fantastic chance and heads it at the keeper. I'm not saying it's not a good save, but anywhere a little bit higher, it's a goal, and he'll be disappointed with that. And we had about 3 or 4 other good opportunities to put a final pass to make someone 1v1 with a keeper, and that quality wasn't quite there on the night. So, but again, listen, we're building. It's been encouraging over the last 4 or 5 games, and I'm relatively pleased.
Next up for Blues, it's a trip to the iPro Stadium, where they will take on a Derby County side looking to secure an automatic promotion spot.
Well, they're a very good side. Again, they're a side that's evolved over the season, played different ways. Obviously got lots of different options. I think bedding 2 or 3 new players into the team at the moment. I know that I actually bumped into Paul the other night, and I think his comments in the press, and he's always really honest, and I really admire his honesty. And he said they didn't play very well. He said they were poor on the evening, but the thing with Derby is, they're under a very different pressure to us in terms of that promotion is expected for them. They've obviously got the quality in there and they've spent the money to try and be in that position, but with pressure comes different challenges, I'm sure. Whilst they probably weren't at their best on Tuesday night, we said that before we played them last season, before Boxing Day. I think they'd been on a run of games where they hadn't won in 5. And what you don't want to be is you don't want to be on the receiving end of a Derby team that get all their little pieces in the chain together and play brilliantly against you, because they've got the players to exploit any team and beat any team. So I've been impressed with them this season. I think they've been really strong, and we're going to have to be at our very best. But it's a game we're looking forward to again. Like you said last season, I think what you could say that it was a little bit of tactical genius that we conserved energy for 92 minutes and then really put a lot of effort in for those 90 seconds and managed to get a point.
As always, there is plenty of speculation around, with the January window now open, and the manager was quick to clarify his stance on incoming transfers.
Look at it from my point of view. Before the Sheffield Wednesday game, we were short of goals. So I go and get 3 forward players. After the Sheffield Wednesday game, we concede 3 goals. Do I go and get 3 defenders? So I have to have an overall view of what's required. I think you tend to react more to injuries and players leaving the club in the likes of Damari. So I think in that sense, it's always a change in environment. And you have to, as a manager, you have to react to what's required, because, like we've said before, 1, financially, we're not going to go and bring 10 players in to the building, and 2, from a team ethic and a risk of disruption of the actual run we're on, and the fact that we're doing really well still, we're in a good position, I wouldn't bring 10 players in anyway. So I think you're always looking at what can make your team stronger, and what I've always said is, rather than me think, let's make the team stronger just for 2 months and throw everything at a promotion opportunity, we've got to think a little bit of that and a little bit of long term as well. So, if there is some money to spend now, which there is, then we've got to try and think of how we can grow a team over not just 4 months, but over, a year and 4 months, 2 years and 4 months, because we want sustained success wherever that is. So, and we've just lost a player that was potentially a very, very good player for us and would get better and better. So, whilst we want to fill a few areas that we think we need, whilst we want to maintain this challenge and strengthen us in various areas, we also want to bring young, hungry players into the club that we think can get better and add some real value.